Okay, so these are in the rooms revenue space or the hotel's normal overall space. Now there are certain terms which are used for F&B. Average covers, average check, which we know already. It's very easy to understand. Covers are only the guest who you are serving. Average check means how much they are spending per guest. Then there are revenue per available seat hours. So does everybody understand what is revenue per available seat hours? So this term means that if your restaurant is running, if they have 100 seats and they are running for 3 hours, they are running for 12 hours. So means every time you can sell at least 1,200 seat hours, right? Means you are allowing one person to eat for 1 hour. But if you are a fine dining restaurant, you can calculate it too. But in order to calculate the we compare between the two different hotels which have different operating style, different service style. We calculate based on per hour. So if the restaurant is operating for 9 hours and is 100 seats, so total is 900 seat hours are available. So how much money I can make in these 900 hours? You may operate only for dinner, fine, nothing for lunch and breakfast, but you still are using that. Using your hours, even though you are not selling anything. It doesn't matter. Or you may sell only one guest, or you may sell 100 guests, or you may in those 1 meal period of 3 hours you can sell one chair, one seat for 3 times. Also can. It depends on how much is your maximizing. So means the idea is if you have longer service hours, like in one guest you are serving for 2 hours, then means you should be charging them for that 2 hours. So your F&B pricing cannot be same for the where you have a quick service like half an hour. So if another restaurant next door of you is serving the same guest in half an hour only, so their prices might be cheap, might be lower because they are able to turn around the same seat 6 times in that 3 hours. Correct? You can do only once. So means your prices has to be 6 times if you want to maintain the same revenue levels. Correct? Otherwise, you cannot make the revenue. And the service cost is the same. The one person who is going to serve the 3 customers is the same person who is going to serve the one customer also. It's not going to be different. You don't need a separate person for serving this another guest for the same chair, right? So that's why we want to understand the revenue of. So this is the matrices which we use to compare for outlets, mostly outlets. What is the revenue available per available seat hours? Okay. Then there is same concept applies for banquet space. Banquet space is not by chairs because the setup is different. For every classroom setup is different, dinner table is different, theater is different, everything is different, right? So we do by square meter hour. So we calculate how many square meter functional facilities I have, then how many hours I can sell, how many hours I'm operating. If you can take it 12 hour as the standard. So then you can calculate how much is revenue I'm making per hour, per square meter per hour. Then you can compare it with the last month, last year, or other hotels. Correct? So it's easier to see how effective you are in managing your own revenues. Correct? Then you have capture ratio. You have 800 rooms in the hotel in this hotel. So means there are around 1,600 people. If let's say is 50% occupied, means 400 rooms are occupied. Average is 2 guests per room, like double occupancy, right? So you may have somewhere around 800 guests in the hotel at any point of time, right? How many of them come to the restaurants? It depends. So this ratio, this capture ratio is identifying how much effective is the hotel's in-house marketing is. So how many guests I'm able to capture from the guests who are staying in my hotel. You don't need to run the Facebook ads for them. You don't need to run newspaper, magazine, nothing. You just need to do some billboards, put them some information in the guest rooms, and make your product good enough for them to stay in the hotel or and eat in the hotel also. So if the capture ratio is very low, means either your product is not very well or you're not doing enough in-house marketing, right? So to maximize the revenue, this is the easiest source for F&B to capture because they don't need to go outside. They just need to go up down only in the same hotel. The guests are already arrived in the hotel. The marketing has been done. They are there. The product is there. You just need to sell them, right? So the maximum, so the ratio is capture ratio. So when we are comparing, when we are doing the revenue management, we are comparing the capture ratio. We are not capturing only, we are not comparing only the within this last month or last year. We are comparing even the concept. So if let's say compare between Sedona and Media, they are just next to each other. So how much is their capture ratio? Maybe Media guests are coming to Sedona for eating. Maybe Sedona guests are going to Media for eating. We don't know. But this is something interesting to see. How much is their capture ratios defined, right? It depends on their in-house marketing. It depends on their different techniques. But it shows the effectiveness of revenue management. Then finally you have for other departments average spending per guest. So if the spa has 10 guests, how much they are spending. So these are only matrices which we want to calculate or we want to know for doing the revenue management. Correct? So average spending per guest in the other operating department, but in the spa, in the gift shop, in the transportation, in other adventure activities. So you want to know how much each guest is spending and how many guests are going there and what is the capture ratio from in-house guests or from outside, right? So whenever we are doing the marketing reports for these departments, we normally split them into in-house guests and outside guests, so that we can know how many guests we are getting from in-house hotel and how many guests we are able to get from outside.